everyone, it's Tony, Psych'd on baseball cards. Got a video date, 1969 tops, more cards I picked up. I have a whole stack here of cards that I picked up, and been getting these over the last month or so, and it just takes time to do all these bios, so I'm slowly working my way through them. So today I got about 20, I think. But before I get started, I want to do some shout outs, and hope you will check these guys out. First up, we have 3000 Hitman. I think I did a shout out for him a while back, but I'm doing him again because he only has like 138 subscribers, and man, he should have more than that. He started about 3 months ago. He PCs Mike Trout, Tony Gwynn, set collects, and he's a really cool guy on top of it, so give him a look, all right? And I'll leave a link to all these below in the comments. Then next up I have Panthers cards, Panthers Collector 21. He collects baseball and football. Nukes Sports Cards Plus. He just started collecting again recently, and he collects vintage and modern and a lot of other interesting things. Zoe and Pop, that's a father-daughter duo. They collect baseball cards and comic books. And then Jeff Nicole collects vintage. So, like I say, check these guys out. I think you'll like them. A couple of them haven't done a lot of videos, but I think they're worth giving them a look, and even a sub if you're so inclined. Okay, so first up, let me pause here a minute. Okay, Ed Charles. He's third baseman, played 8 seasons, 7 with Kansas City Athletics and 2 with the Mets. That makes 9 seasons. He was the oldest player on the Mets at the ripe old age of 36 when the Mets came into the league. He was nicknamed the Glider for his third base play and his base running. In the '69 World Series, he scored the winning run in the 9th inning in Game 2. He was a career .263 hitter, 86 homers, 421 RBI, and after his playing days, he scouted for the Mets and coached on one of the Mets minor league teams. Okay. Next up, we have a couple of rookies. Okay, rookie stars. Bruce Howard, pitcher, played 5 seasons, 4 of them with the White Sox. He was a career 36 and 31 with a 3.18 ERA and 349 strikeouts. And Marv Steele, he played second, 5+ seasons, 207 batting average, 1 homer and 33 RBIs. So they made it, played for a while, but can't really say they were stars, unfortunately. Next up, Tony KUBEK. Shortstop, 9 seasons, all with the Yankees. After his playing days, he became a television broadcaster for NBC. He was the first television broadcaster for a Canadian baseball team, the Toronto Blue Jays, and received the Ford Frick Award for broadcasting, which got him into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. He was a career .266 hitter, 57 home runs, 373 RBI. He was the 57 Rookie of the Year. He was a 4-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ. Jack LAMABE. Not sure if that's the pronunciation on his name, but we'll go with that. Jack LAMABE, right-handed pitcher, played 9 seasons for 7 different teams. He was a starter and a reliever. He played 4 years in the National League and 5 in the American League. Career 33 and 41 with a 4.24 ERA, 434 strikeouts. Next up, Charlie Lau. Charlie, catcher, 11 seasons, coached for 15 seasons, where he excelled as a hitting coach. Lou Piniella called him the greatest hitting coach ever. He appeared in the movie Max Dugan Returns as a hitting coach trying to teach a young Matthew Broderick to hit. He was a career .255 hitter, 16 home runs, and 140 RBI. Dick Green, one of my favorite A's second basemen. 12 seasons, all with the Kansas City A's and the Oakland A's. He was a solid second baseman despite not winning a Gold Glove. He was a career .240 hitter, 80 home runs, 422 RBI, and a three-time World Series champ with the A's in the 70s. Willie McCovey. Speaking of McCovey, happy birthday, Willie Mays. Today is Willie's birthday, Wednesday. So we all know McCovey, Hall of Famer. On the card, he's listed as an outfielder. We all know he was known for his playing first, called the stretch. He played 23 seasons, 20 of them with the Giants. He was a National League Rookie of the Year in '59. I remember listening to his MLB debut with the Giants on June 30th, 1959. I was so excited when he hit his second triple and went 4 for 4 against the Phillies' Robin Roberts. He had 2 singles and 2 triples that day. A great start for the future Hall of Famer. In the '62 World Series against the Yankees, Game 7, New York ahead 1-0, bottom of the ninth. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Tensions high on both sides. McCovey scorched a line drive to second baseman Bobby Richardson for the final out. New York wins the series. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. That image, like the Immaculate Reception and the Gibson homer off Eckersley, is forever ingrained in my memory. He was a career .270 hitter, 521 home runs, 1,555 RBI, and 2,211 hits. He was the Rookie of the Year in '59. I believe I already said that. 6-time All-Star, 3-time National League homer leader, 2-time National League RBI leader, MVP in '69, first ballot Hall of Fame in '86. Got a little stain on the back of this card, but it will look good in the binder. Mike De La Hoz. Don't think he pronounced the H, so it might be Oz. Mike De La Hoz. Infielder, Cuban-born, played 8 years for Cleveland, Milwaukee, and Cincinnati. He was a career .251 hitter, 25 home runs, 150 RBI, and he is in the Cuban Hall of Fame. Dave Nicholson. Outfield, played 8 seasons with 4 different teams. He was a streaky hitter with the name, he was a streaky hitter with a nickname Big Nick for his towering home runs. He hit one 573 feet over the roof and out of Comiskey Park in Chicago. He must have liked the number 573 because one year he struck out 573 times. He was a career .212 batter, had 61 home runs, 179 RBI. John Boozer. Right-handed pitcher, mostly in relief, but started 22 games over his 7-season career. He is one of 4 pitchers to be tossed from a game for throwing a spitball. He was a career 14-16 with a 4.09 ERA in 394 innings. Wasn't there a John Boozer that played football? Smokey Burgess, left-handed hitter, catcher. Although he hit left-handed, he threw right-handed. He played 18 seasons with 5 teams. He was a 9-time All-Star, World Series champ with the Pirates in 1960. He's in the Cincinnati Hall of Fame. He was the catcher for Harvey Haddix when he threw that 12-inning perfect game and then lost in the 13th. His last 3 seasons, he was used mostly as a pinch hitter. He holds the record for the most games in a season, 79, by a non-pitcher who did not score a run. He's number 4 on the all-time pinch hit leaders with 145 pinch hits. A career 295 hitter, 126 home runs, 673 RBI. Next up, we have Warren Spahn. Okay, got a little crease in this card, which I think I put in trying to get the card out of the case. Kind of upsetting, but it was loaded in a top loader. I couldn't get the tape off the stupid top loader, and I think I bent the card trying to get it out. But anyway, it'll look good in the binder. And I think it's his last card, if I'm not mistaken. Spahn, we all know, Hall of Fame left-handed pitcher, career 363 wins, 245 losses, 3.09 ERA with 2,583 strikeouts. He may have won 400 games, but he lost 3 years when he enlisted in the Army during World War II. He was a 17-time All-Star, a World Series champ, and a Cy Young winner in '57. 8-time National League wins leader, 3-time ERA leader, 4-time strikeout leader, pitched 2 no-hitters. In '42, at the age of 20, he refused to throw at hitter Pee Wee Reese in an exhibition game, and manager Casey Stengel had him sent to the minors. Stengel later said that it was the worst managing mistake he ever made. I said no guts to a kid who went on to become a war hero and one of the greatest left-handed pitchers you ever saw. I saw Spahn get a pinch hit in my first ever baseball game I went to back in 1958 at the old Seal Stadium in San Francisco. Spahn pinched hit in the 10th inning and got a single. And I can't remember who won the game. I should have looked that up. It's a long time ago. Okay, next up, Jim Fregosi. I remember Jim well with the Angels. He was a shortstop, born in California, San Francisco to be exact. Played 18 seasons, managed for 15. He was the last player to retire who was a member of the original Los Angeles Angels. He was a career 265 hitter, 151 home runs, 706 RBI, 6-time All-Star, 1 Gold Glove. Angels retired his number 11, and he's in the Angels Hall of Fame. I don't know if you guys want to see the back of these cards or not, but anyway, John Tessitoris, right-handed pitcher, played 11 seasons with 3 different teams. He was a career 34-38, 4.13 ERA, 4.32 strikeouts, 18 complete games, and 5 shutouts over his career. Lum Harris, manager card. He played in the majors for 6 seasons and managed for 8, and he was a coach for 14 seasons. He was a right-handed pitcher in his playing days. As a player, he was 35 and 63 with a 4.16 ERA and 232 strikeouts. As a manager, he was 4.66 and 4.88. Jerry Arrigo. Left-handed pitcher, 10 seasons with 4 different teams. He had 2 one-hitters in 1964. Okay, he had 2 no-hitters, 2 one-hitters. One of them in 1964 was broken up in the 9th inning. And in 67, he gave up the 1 hit in the 1st inning. So he pretty close to having 2 no-hitters. His best season was in 68 with Cincinnati. He started 31 games and was 12-10 with a 3.33 ERA and 140 strikeouts in 205 innings pitched with 5 complete games. He was a career 35-40, a 4.14 ERA, and he had 433 strikeouts. Next up, we have George Thomas. Outfielder, played 11 plus seasons. After his playing days, he was an assistant baseball coach for 7 years at the University of Minnesota, then became their head coach, compiling a 95-43 record over 3 seasons, and he won the Big Ten Division Championship in 1981 and a berth to the NCAA Division I tournament. He was a career .255 hitter, 46 home runs, 202 RBI, and 430 hits. Les Narum. Sorry this video is going on, guys, but if you're still with me, I commend you. Les Narum, right-handed pitcher, 5 seasons, 40 with the Senators. I'm sorry, 5 seasons, 40 with the Senators. Anyway, I put 40 with the Senators. Must be 1 with the Senators. He was a career 14.27, 4.45 ERA. He had 220 strikeouts in 96 games. 58 of them were as a starter, and he had 9 complete games and 2 shutouts. Dick Howser, shortstop, played 8 seasons with the Kansas City A's, Cleveland, and the New York Yankees. He managed 7 seasons, one season with the Yankees. He was 103-8. In 6 seasons with the Royals, he was 404 and 365. He was a career .248 hitter, 16 homers, 165 RBI, 2-time All-Star. So he had a pretty good managing career. He's in the Kansas City Royals Hall of Fame, and his number 10 was retired. His career managing record was 507 wins and 425 losses. He was a 3-time World Series champ. Chico Salmon, utility outfielder, played 9 seasons, 5 with Cleveland, 4 with Baltimore. He was a .249 hitter, 31 homers, and 149 RBI. Okay, that's kind of a long one. I don't think I'll do 20 cards again. But anyway, everybody, I hope you're having, I know everybody's life's turned around. This has been day 53. My wife and I have been staying at home. So gets a little stir crazy at times. Fortunately, we have a nice backyard and we can go out and enjoy that. And so everybody continue to stay safe, and hope you enjoyed the video, those of you that stayed with it. And check out the shout-outs. I'll leave links for them. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.